There was one beautiful girl that came to me for prayers. She wore expensive gold. She was using a big iPhone. Her sunglasses was on point. Everything I looked at her, they were on point. And after talking to me, she said, "Woman of God, as I'm speaking here, I don't have a dime. I borrowed money from somebody to pay my Okada here." And then I said, and when she was telling me that, she changed from the phone to the pigeon. I said, "Okay, now I understand. And then I told her, "But the way you have packaged yourself, who will see you like this and help you?" And I told her, "Do you know, as you are seated here, and to be candid, to the glory of God, when she walked in, the Holy Spirit told me, this lady you are seeing here is begging to feed. Get at least 5,000 naira, pray into it, and give to her." I was telling, when I looked at the jewelries, I was telling the Holy Spirit, this woman, this girl needs 5,000. He said she doesn't have. So when she spoke to me, and I opened up and told her, "Do you know when you came in the Lord said I should give you 5,000? He said, "Oh, Jesus." And I said, "But the way I saw you, I was almost telling the Lord she doesn't need this money." So your appearance determines the people that comes to your rescue. Don't put on a face or a garment that will make people that would have helped you to feel it is all well with you. There is no shame in tears. Something is paining you, and you know that the only option is for tears to be, "I thank God for my tears. My tears doesn't delay." My own tears, I don't know about you. I remember one day, I was small, I was crying. And when I was a child, if I cry, if I have in my mind that you should tell me sorry before I stop crying, and you don't come back, I'll cry for 10 hours. I don't mind, I'll cry there, sit down there and cry, and when sleep comes, I sleep. In that place, nobody can take me away from there. When I wake up from that place, I'll remember I cried before I slept. I'll put it on another gear. And when people are telling, my siblings are telling me, "Mommy, what is the problem?" It's okay. I said, "Because brother, you have not told me sorry." So everyone must go and tell her sorry. When once she says sorry, that's when I can hear. And so one day my mother dealt with me. I cried over something. She told me, "It's okay, it's okay." I said, "Mommy, you did not tell me where. You did not pamper me." My mother went and said, "Okay, you want to cry, but okay." She went and carried chair. Carried me, dropped on the chair. Went and carried basin, dropped in my front, and said, "When your tears are full, I'll now come and carry you." I said, "Mommy has killed me today. I will cry until Daddy comes back." As a little child, I cried and cried. I would check the basin. No tears is there. So at the end of the day, when my other ones came back, he said, "She has been crying. I was even telling my mother, my head is paining me. Oh, tell me sorry." My mother said, "I will not tell you. I have done my best for you. You are over 10 years now, and you are still punishing me with these tears." So from that day, I decided to guide my loins. But that does not stop the tears from flowing, blah, 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 blah. And so when it flows like that, people around me know that, yes, something is wrong. So there is no shame in tears. Stop pretending. That's what I mean. Stop pretending. You have an issue. I've seen, I can still remember one time my mother took me as a little child to our village. And so when we were going, I heard her telling my father that she had a dream about her cousin. So that's why she must go home. And then my dad permitted her, and then she went home and she took me. And when we were going on the road, she told me, "I must meet my cousin before I get to my own father's house." So when we got there, the cousin was at the bed of death. And this man was sick of, what is it called? Pile, right? Pile, yes. This man was sick of pile. Could not tell the wife, could not tell anybody. He said one thing. He said he is shy. So he died in the process of shyness. So everything you need to do, if there is need for you to sit and wait on the Lord, crying in tears, groan to him, he will wipe those tears. If there's need for you to dance was looking at him as if he's a joker. But at the end of the day, testimony came. So do that thing you know how to do a bit better. That's a standing approach. You know how to pray. For some days now, I've been in one place. I've not had that approach before. I just discovered that approach. I sit in one place, pray one prayer point from morning till 6 p.m. One prayer point. Outstanding approach. I've shared this testimony before here that I was in a church before I was not a pastor then, and it was a month of praise. And there was an order everybody should dance. And my senior pastor at that time says that the Lord just told him that morning that everyone that dances will live with outstanding testimony. He said, the way you have never danced before, dance today. And he also went further to say that you can pick a piece of paper and write a few things you want God to do for you, and then begin to dance with that paper in your hand. As you are dancing, use that paper and wipe your sweat. And I danced and danced until my shoe caught. I've never danced before. I think that was the first day I started dancing. I danced until my shoe caught. When my shoe got broken at the end of the service, I just stepped out, I removed my shoes and I walked barefooted. Then I didn't have a car. I walked barefooted and I crossed the road and I entered the bus. People were looking at me. I said, there's no shame in this. And then I called my brother that I danced on his behalf. And I said, the Lord told me to tell you your job has been given to you. It was the next day, he called me and said, where did you go yesterday? Why did you tell me that? Because they just called me and said, my name is being announced on the radio. And as they announced his name, he got down. They gave him an appointment letter that he never applied for a job. So getting to do what you have never done, do it in a better way. Don't feel you have so much money, bend down and dance. Don't say your neck is paining you, do the extraordinary. If it is prayers, wake up and pray more. Do it and see the outstanding miracle. Those people remove the roof. And so I come to tell you today, there are so many roofs standing in between you and your testimony. Your own could be fear. Your own could be that roof that looks as if people will promise you something, and at the end of the day they disappoint you. There is a roof standing in between you and that testimony. Roofs are everywhere. This roof is meant to cover us, but this same roof almost stopped those people's testimony until they removed it. It means your own comfort zone can be another person's starting point. It means that you are not supposed to be comfortable in that comfort zone again. Do the uncommon things. Lose the roof, break it down, and get the answers to praise. It is enough. I will say, God has not answered me. Do the extraordinary. And then see what the Lord will do. Rise to your feet.